In any workplace, conflicts and grievances may arise, affecting employee morale, productivity, and overall organization culture. I'll be exploring different type of employee grievances and discuss the effective solution to address them. In ERP Next, we have a specific tool which will help us to manage and track all the grievances. So we'll first of all define all the possible type of grievances which are commonly available, and then we will record the grievance and then we'll track that. First, we will define the grievance type. So we'll click here to grievance type and we'll start creating the first grievance type. So first grievance type is harassment and discrimination based on race, gender, age, or any other characteristics. This is the first grievance type. You can enter the detail of this grievance type. So we will create now another grievance type. So another grievance type could be the compensation and benefits. There could be a dispute that can be related to salary, benefits, bonuses, lack of recognition that can in fact lead to the dissatisfaction of an employee. Any grievance related to this particular type of the grievance, we can categorize that over here. Third grievance type that I have observed during my career is related to the workload and working conditions. Suppose I had an employee who was working in a data center, and due to chilled, cold air conditioning environment, he was complaining about the working conditions, and there was noise also related to that. So we had to, of course, address that. It could be excessive workload, it could be long working hours, it could be unsafe working conditions, and it could be a lack of available resources to complete any specific given task, and these could negatively impact the employee well-being. That could impact the employee well-being. So these can be added over here. Then the fourth type that I'm interested to mention here is about the management and leadership. There could be a variety of reasons. For example, poor management, then it could be favoritism or lack of communication, or it could also be lack of support from the supervisors. It can create, of course, the toxic work environment, which can create tense work atmosphere. This is another type, which is fourth type that we have added here. I will add one more type here, which is most commonly grievance type, that is called the career development and growth. So employee might be having complaints related to the career development and growth. We can mention here that opportunities for growth, lack of career development support, unfair promotion practice, of course, lead to the higher attrition rate. So we need to address all of these. So how we can address all of these? Now we have defined 5 different types here. All these grievances type has to be addressed properly. If you do not address these properly, it will of course lead to the dissatisfaction of the employees and overall bad reputation for the organization. Suppose if I talk about the first one that we created, that harassment and discrimination. So we need to first of all have the clear policies defined within the organization about this type of attitude from the people, from the leadership, or from the management. Of course, first of all, we need to make sure that we provide the training to the employees and encourage the culture of inclusivity and respect. If I talk about the compensation and benefits, so employees should ensure that compensation policies are transparent. So once the compensation policies are transparent to everyone, so they will understand that what is the grading system and what is their career path. Other than having a transparency, it is also very important to align with the industry standards. A regular performance evaluation has to be conducted, and open communication channel should be provided where the employee feedback mechanism is also taken care of. This way you can resolve the grievances if arise. Then if I talk about the workload and working conditions, so it is very important that employers should strive to maintain the healthy work-life balance. So work should be distributed fairly, and employees should be provided necessary tools, equipment, and safe working environment. So regular check-in with the employees should be made mandatory to help them to address the workload related issues. If I talk about the management and leadership, so organization should invest in the leadership training for managers to promote transparent communication and establish feedback mechanism, which will also help to ensure the effective supervision and address employees' concern promptly. Finally, if there is any grievance related to the career development and growth, it is very important that all the employees should be provided the clear career path, which will encourage the skill development through the training programs, and it will also help to implement fair promotion policies. Regular performance discussions and mentoring opportunities can also help employees feel valued and supported. So these are some of the type of grievances which I must recommend that you should have it in the system, and based on that we will start using the grievance.